All right then, guys. So I just want to show you something on Bitcoin. So I'm in a trade at the moment on Bitcoin. I'm going to put it on a daily chart, and it's a fairly clean chart. So I just want to show you what psychology people are probably using, and what happens when you get near all-time highs. So I have got a lesson on diagonal versus vertical trends. But effectively, I want to just simplify something here. I'll show it on the vertical as well. Say this is a range. Say this is the bottom of the range. Take and somewhere up here is arguably the top of the range. So this is one thing. What happens is when you get retail traders and people just buying based off posts and mad stuff rather than sound technicals. What happens is as soon as you start breaking into a high, you know, and people are getting excited about certain levels, like say, let's do the replay tool. So let's do it from there. Let's do it from there. So let's watch Bitcoin like as if we were back looking at the thing as it's making these highs. So there'll be some sort of news or some sort of person absolutely buzzing on Twitter. You're seeing these bullish candles and you're thinking, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna buy this. So yeah, another bullish candle, boom. Yeah, it's getting into significant levels. It's going to the moon, all this sort of thing. We have a little chop sideways in the range, so we take off again. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. You're trying to catch it, and then boom. So what happens is when people buy, they were buying here and using, say, this as a low for their stop loss. Oh, a minute. See, that's called liquidity. That's where people have their stops. So around here, there's a range and a move, a range and a move. So what's happened there is if you've been anywhere around here and you've been buying these breakouts and you've been buying as it's breaking this high, you think, fucking hell, it's going to the moon. What happens is the next day, price comes down and says, fucking thanks, mate. I'm going to take your money. That takes your stops. Then it'll move up where it wants to move. So what I'm getting at is let's get rid of some of this stuff. So let's continue to play it. So then as I chop about within these candles, it's starting to move up. You're thinking, yeah, fucking hell, yeah, we're going to the moon, we're going to 100K. And you buy, say, here, you might cover this low. You're thinking, yeah, fuck, I want to buy this. I don't want to lose out. I want to get the long position on, cover that low. And yeah, I'm going to fucking 100K here, going to the moon. Yeah, you're counting your monies. You're thinking how much you're going to make. You're absolutely buzzing. And then the next day, what happens? Yeah, you're making it. Yeah, it's back in there. It's took me out, bastard. And you're like, oh, fuck. What's happening? Try and buy it again, and you get stopped again. You try and buy it again, cover this low. Happens then. Yeah, yeah, we're making it. Yeah, we're to the moon. We want to break this. This is going to go. So you're holding it. Yeah, surely, surely. And then what happens? Yeah, okay, I'm going to buy again because this is going to the moon. Sugar. Yeah, yeah. Because what's happening here is it's broke this trend line. It's come down. It's retested. Yeah, it's got definitely going to the moon. Going to the moon now. What do you do? Buy again. Yeah, nice one. It's retested it. Get a second position in. I'm going to spot buy. Happens the next day. Oops, something stopped. Ah, I'll just add some more in. We're going long. Yeah, and by this time, covering these lows even, you're moving your stop loss down. Yeah, come on. We're definitely having it now. Oh shit, it's took me out again. So you've been stopped out about of the week. You've been stopped out about 3 or 4 times. Really, what you could have done is waited for the last range or the last significant structure point to be tested. If you really think it's going, as soon as you get to these highs, it needs to wipe out people and chop about before it then wants to move off and do something. And that goes either way. So you're just looking at a psychological element. This goes for short as well. A little more. Yeah. So this for the last decent zone, this for the last decent chop. And even here, it's like a buy to sell, effectively. So somewhere around here, these are decent zones. This is reacted off a few times. Around here's a decent zone. Around there's a decent zone. This is not exact. Like I said, it's just zones of reaction. You're looking at common areas around here, or just take it out with a bit of liquidity and then move off. They're the places you're looking at. Okay, just from a horizontal standpoint. There's fuck all up here. It's all new. Yeah, it's been established. Could argue somewhere around here is decent now. Right. Let's took that liquidity. You could think, yeah, that could move up and fuck off now. That's going to the moon. Same thing. Let's play it. And what you're looking at here is everyone's looking at the same thing. It's taking days to print out. And people in crypto are impatient. The most the gamblers. So they're seeing like, yeah, nice one. What's happening here? There's a double top. Or there's this forming. Depending on how you want to draw it, or there's this. Yeah, it could bounce out, or this is resistance. So let's play it. Yep. Now you're seeing this and you're thinking, yep, this is defo going to the moon. So people want to start buying on the breakout because they've seen all this happen, they've seen that go, and they're like, yeah, this is going to the moon. Get back in long. And even if it is going long, you need a decent retest from where it came from, ideally, to get in. Like at least there or there. Just one of these continuation zones. Just take out a couple of these so you could see pullback. But with crypto, it's never coming back to this zone. It's never doing this. Like you'd want to look at that and then up. You don't buy there. You don't buy the breakout. Because most of the time, you're gonna get burned. Let's play it. What happens? You took out. Playing about this zone, you think, yeah, might be doing that. And it's get back in here, somewhere around here now. Yeah, defo. So in all that, you've lost maybe 5 or 6% if you're just trying to margin crypto, or even just spot buy and you start panic selling as it starts to go here and it starts to nuke. It's not doing your thing. This keeps getting extended along. Point I'm making is anytime it touches one of these trend lines, if I just stop this, right, any of these trend lines, any of these highs, yeah, you're there and you're buying that green candle. There's a few red candles. If you're there, it's going to go again, buy some of these greens, a few reds. You want to buy at the bottom, you don't buy it at the top. So what's happening here is there's liquidity and stop losses. The longer this goes on, this sideways chop, the more orders are being picked up on either side. And the longer this goes on, the bigger the move is going to come. What happens is you start having outstanding trend lines, you start having outstanding places where you want to see price move to. And all this on the inside just becomes fucking noise. It's not all that significant. So what you could see here is like a bearish trend line, something like this. You could look at that and this low. Good thing, yeah, that could be outstanding. You could start to draw some sort of a channel, sort of stuff like that. Give or take, ignoring a little push out. ignoring the wick out. That could be a channel. That could be where we're operating in. And you're not seeing it because you're just trying to buy highs and then you're trying to panic sell lows. It could be doing this and it wicks out and then it goes. Or we could be doing this stuff, goes down, books off, and then it moves. If it's gone. I'm saying is on a small time frame, on a high time frame, you've got to look at what's in front of you and what the psychology is of people. As it gets to the lows, people panic sell. Like people have panic sold that, and all that's done. I've just randomly drawn this on roughly. That's a rough trend. It's about the best you get with crypto. How it's moving off. How's it behaving? What's it doing near this high? Yeah, so this is me trying to get my shorts in. I'm here with the short. Starting to move it around a little bit. Oh no, I'm in the next one. If you play the trend, play the trend, it's your friend. Yeah. Don't buy highs, don't sell lows on the higher time frames at least. You can do it on the smaller time frames if you've got a relevant target and price is moving off if you drill down into intraday. Well, what's happening? It's probably about around those levels, what we've drawn. More just things will catch your eye. So like say I might want to short this again, which roughly I have from roughly around here. What's that? This is roughly where we are now. You're seeing the fadeaway, depending on how you want to draw this trend line. You're seeing the outer one. Technically, we're still in it. And we're on the rough third point of this trend line. I'm roughly about here for the entry. So what could happen is there's a bit of a fadeaway, as there usually is, a bit of a reaction. I could be short in that, and it could pop up and take it. You get what I'm saying? So around here, I might want to get out because that could be a fadeaway for the bigger move. Look about and then move if that's what's happening. So you've always got to be looking at the higher time frame. Always got to be looking at what could be happening. Putting these principles together. Crypto is a bit mad. It's not the easiest thing to margin trade. Um, but psychological wise, people could be long in that. So I could want to clear out some longs before it actually does that move. So it could want to whip them out before it then moves up if it's going to have another drive up. It could just dump from here. That's one thing. I've traded with the rough trend. Yeah. But that doesn't really look like a top to me. Like before it has a nice move down, you usually like to see a wick, like something like that. Doesn't always happen. But yeah, quite like to see that potentially liquidated and then move down. But we'll see. Roughly at break even with the trade. And that is more or less what I am in. And that's why I'm in the Bitcoin trade. It's really hard to have exact zones on crypto and Bitcoin because it'll just wick by the zone. Like you could argue this is a decent zone. Decent zone. If you just ignored the wicks and the manipulation out, roughly where you are. Yeah. So you can get from it. And yeah.